Hey there, welcome back to the Moon Manifesting Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite moon phases, and that is eclipses. Eclipses are such powerful portals of transformation, and I really just love harnessing the energy of eclipses to make changes in my life. And I'm sure that once you know exactly how to do the same, you're going to fall in love with this potent energy too. So in this episode, I'm going to be guiding you through exactly what are eclipses, how do we get eclipses, and how to harness the energy of eclipses, but also more specifically, what's coming up in eclipse season in May 2022. I'm going to be talking about the solar eclipse in Taurus, as well as the lunar eclipse in Scorpio that's occurring in May 2022. So yeah, let's dive into eclipses. So eclipses, I know that they kind of seem rare, they don't happen that often, but they do actually happen quite regularly. Like, we do have anywhere between 4 to 6 eclipses per year. We can't always see those eclipses from where we are located. Sometimes you need to be in a really specific location to see eclipses. But whether you can see those eclipses or not, you can absolutely still harness the power of eclipses. If you want to know more about eclipses, I highly recommend that you pick up a copy of my book, Moon Manifesting. This is your absolute guidebook to harnessing the energy of all moon phases, including eclipses, as well as the new moon, the waxing crescent moon, the first quarter moon, all of that, as well as the zodiac energy when the moon is in Aries or Taurus or Gemini. It guides you through everything that you need to know about manifesting your goals with the power of the moon. You can find Moon Manifesting on Amazon worldwide, or check out your favorite bookstore because there may even be a copy there. So eclipses. So there's usually about a 35-ish day window twice a year when there is the possibility of an eclipse happening. Depending on how many new or full moons occur in that 35-day window will determine how many eclipses we have. So there's definitely 2 that can occur during a 35-day window, but sometimes 3 can also occur depending on the timing of the new or full moon. So what happens is that the sun and moon align directly. We don't have eclipses every month because they just don't always align to that exact degree. When we have eclipses, it's a lot to do with the north nodes and south nodes, the lunar nodes. And because of this, the nodes having an impact on the eclipses, the north node is the north node of future destiny, and the south node is the south node of past karma. So there's a lot of karmic energy that comes with eclipses. This is why eclipses, especially in my view, are really powerful, because we have this opportunity to break free from the past, from our past karma, as we step out of our comfort zone and push towards our greater destiny. So right now, the north node is in Taurus, the south node is directly opposite in Scorpio. And so throughout this year, we're seeing eclipses in Taurus and Scorpio. So what that means is that we're really harnessing that Taurus Scorpio axis. Taurus energy is about manifesting our physical goals. It's very tangible, very focused on what's real and physical. So things like money and possessions, and even things like beauty, remembering that Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of love and relationships and beauty. So there can be a bit of that energy as well with these Taurus eclipses coming up. Scorpio, on the opposite side of the Taurus Scorpio axis, Scorpio is more about the subconscious, the intangible. I feel like Scorpio can be about like our fears or our imagination or even like our intuitive feelings. So it's very intangible. So what's coming up through these eclipses is finding a balance between manifesting our tangible goals while breaking away from our fears and our fantasies and even like our energetic blocks. We're really releasing those things that are holding us back so that we can manifest the things that we want in the material world. So more specifically, let's talk about those eclipses in May 2022. So we have just had the new moon and solar eclipse in Taurus that occurred at 10 degrees Taurus. So that has happened on the 30th of April or the 1st of May, depending where you are in the world. So what we saw with this solar eclipse in Taurus is a new chapter beginning, especially for manifesting our physical and tangible goals. So this could have been a really good opportunity for manifesting things like money, your income goals, or material things that you want in your life. Like if there was things that you desire, this Taurus solar eclipse was a really good opportunity for you to harness that energy and manifest that into your life. Coming up to the full moon and lunar eclipse in Scorpio, which is occurring at 25 degrees Scorpio, that's going to be on the 15th or 16th of May, again, depending where you are in the world. So when this lunar eclipse is coming up on the 15th or 16th of May, that's going to be visible throughout most of the world. If you're in America, Africa, the UK, Western Europe, even if you're in New Zealand or Hawaii, you've got a chance of seeing this lunar eclipse. If you're in Australia, like me, or Asia, then unfortunately we're not going to be able to see it because the eclipse will be occurring when it's our daytime, so we're not going to be able to see the moon in the sky. However, I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful sight if you can see it. So what's going to be coming up specifically for this lunar eclipse in Scorpio? As I mentioned before, as I was talking about that Taurus-Scorpio axis, the Scorpio energy is really about our fears, those even those unknown sort of subconscious fears that we may not be conscious of, but they hold us back, like things like limiting beliefs or even self-sabotage. There's all these sort of energy blocks or even emotional blocks that have been holding us back from manifesting what we truly want in our lives. So this lunar eclipse is a really powerful portal to shed and release those things that are holding us back so that we can manifest to our higher potential. I feel like this lunar eclipse in Scorpio is really about getting out of our own way. Sometimes we just get in our own way and we stop ourselves from moving forward. Like we may sabotage our efforts, or we may just do things that feel really unaligned with ourselves and it's taking us down the wrong path, so to speak. So new moons and solar eclipses are really powerful for setting those intentions and creating a new beginning. So that's the sort of energy that we saw with that solar eclipse in Taurus. But then with a lunar eclipse and a full moon, it's really ideal for releasing, remembering that there's that karmic tie there with eclipses as well. So we're really releasing that past karma. We're releasing all the stuff in the past that's been holding us back so we can step into a higher version of ourselves. So how exactly do you harness the energy of eclipses? So my favorite ways to work with eclipses is I look at the timing. I really love to work with the timing of eclipses. I'll look at when that eclipse is occurring, that whole, there's usually a window of a few hours that eclipse is occurring. So even though I'm going to be here in Australia and I'm not going to be able to see that lunar eclipse, I'm still going to be looking at the time that that's occurring. Even though I can't see it, I can still work with that energy. If you are like maybe asleep when that exact time is happening and you really value your sleep like I do, then, it's totally fine to do it the day before, the day after, still try to work with that moon in Scorpio energy. You're probably really going to be looking at the 2 days before that lunar eclipse happens, because shortly after the lunar eclipse in Scorpio, the moon's actually going to be going void of course and then moving into Sagittarius. So my advice is that if you cannot work with the lunar eclipse energy during that like exact time that it's occurring, then work with it the day or two before so that you can harness this transformative energy. Scorpio energy is really about transformation as well. Like there's so much transformative energy. I love it. So what I love to do during my eclipse rituals, I love to create a sacred space for myself. So I may diffuse some essential oils, I may light a smudge stick, some candles, I'll get out some crystals that I want to work with during this time. I'll get my journal, my tarot cards, or any other tools that I'm feeling drawn to use. I love to use my moon manifesting planner as well, because I do have a tarot spread and journal prompts within there for each new and full moon. So including the lunar eclipse coming up in Scorpio. If you haven't got a copy of that yet, that's available on Amazon as well, worldwide. So I love to really sink deep into the energy of what's coming up. So with this lunar eclipse that's coming up in Scorpio, I'll really be focusing on what it is that I need to release. What are the subconscious fears? What are the self-sabotaging behaviors? What are those energetic blocks that are holding me back? So I'm going to be doing journaling about that, maybe even some meditation. Yoga can be really powerful as well during eclipses, because yoga really shifts your energy through your body. And so, that's something I include in my rituals too. But it's really that, I guess, coming to that understanding of whatever it is that you need to release, bringing that into your awareness, and then shifting that energy. So however you choose to shift that energy is up to you. So that could be like with a smoke bundle, a smudge stick. You may just like to smudge yourself, smudge your house, shift the energy that way. Or like I said, yoga is really powerful for shifting energy. Dance is really powerful as well, like moving your body in whatever way feels good for you. There are so many ways to shift energy. Laugh, cry. There's do what feels good for you so that you can shift those emotions, that energy, shift it out through your body so that you're really releasing it and making way for something better to manifest into your life. So that's what I do for my eclipse rituals. That's really the basics of it, that awareness and then that shifting of that energy. So if you jump on to my Instagram, kyrahowearth.official, I will definitely be sharing some snippets of my eclipse ritual. I will probably set up my altar and get out my yoga mat and all those good things. So if you do want some inspo for your eclipse ritual, make sure you're following me on Instagram so you can see what I'm up to on the eclipse. So I hope that this episode has been really helpful for you to understand a bit about the eclipses and a bit about what's specifically coming up this eclipse season in May 2022. Don't forget, if you do want to learn more about the moon eclipses or the moon phases and everything, check out my book, Moon Manifesting, available on Amazon. There's a link in the show notes below as well. So I will see you all on the next episode of the Moon Manifesting podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, maybe even write a review. I would so appreciate your thoughts and words about the Moon Manifesting podcast. I'll catch you all on the next episode.